What if I move it would just slip more and more? So I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, that would end very badly real quick. So we're taking a little wrecker up into the Ochiko Mountains. Some people went to go camping up there, came across an unmelted section of snow on the road, thought they could get across it, slid to the side, and now their truck and trailer are in danger of tumbling down in the canyon. So we're heading up to go see what we can do to help them out. Hey, we're getting out to the Ochikos now. This job is about 2 hours of driving each way, so should be about 4 hours round trip plus the recovery time once we get there. That'll all depend on how rough or snowy the road is for that last part getting to once we head up the mountain over there. So we got probably another 45-ish minutes of driving and should be there. All right, up the mountain we go. Now, some of you will remember this road, but you probably won't recognize it now because it's all snowy, but it was a very short video, all filmed in vertical, which pissed everybody off. I'll put it'll be the end card video to this video here, I'll put it there, where we went and recovered a government item that fell from the sky. I think is as far into detail as I can go on that, but we parked way down the road down there, we drove the track Jeep down the highway, and then headed up here. This was all just snow, headed up this, and then it is like a beautiful park in here. But anyway, yeah, that video we went up and we drove the track Jeep way the hell out here, down through snow, down muddy roads, way up the backside of the mountains out here, and then hiked a few miles through the woods to get to said item. And we had to recover it, get it out of there, and take it all apart to put it in the Jeep and haul it out and go get it transferred into Fed Boy's truck and get it hauled off. I am blown away. The video sucks. It doesn't show anything. It's all in vertical. It's little clips here and there, but I am still blown away that I got permission to post what I even did, because they were adamant of absolutely nothing. And it's like, well, what about this? And then cut this out, cut that out, cut that, and I had to go through it quite a few times and finally got to like, okay, fine. So I'll put that at the end. That was probably one of the most interesting phone calls I've ever gotten in my life. No, that's not true. I've gotten some weird stuff, but that was an interesting one. Definitely my most unique recovery. It is freaking beautiful up here without all the snow. Yeah, so that'll be at the end of this. We're gonna head up this mountain. We got quite a ways to go still, and go find these campers. Oh, I will say, we didn't recover all of it. To kind of, how can I say this? We recovered the part that held all the information that was collected, you know, what they wanted. And the rest of the item that fell from, what was it, like 160,000 feet, like the edge of space, basically, they came out and they burned it on site just to get rid of it completely so it no longer existed. That's the type of thing we're working on, and there is a tree in the road. It's not even like broken, it's just straight bent. Huh. Luckily we can go around. That road out there is where we went to go get our government item. It was also so sensitive, man, I'm gonna so get in trouble. It was also so sensitive that the entire time it was out there, it crashed, and then we went and got it the next day, and the entire time it was out there, they had a plane circling overhead monitoring. It's middle of the freaking wilderness. No one for miles any direction, but they had a plane circling the entire time monitoring until we got it back out, and homeboy had it secured in his truck, locked up, and we were headed home. So yeah, that was a good one. So now that I've said all that, if all of my videos suddenly disappear and I cease to exist on the internet, you know why. Look at all the rock fall on the road. So this is my office today. I should probably put it in first gear. Yeah. That's where we're working. The jump between second and third in this truck with the 5-speed in it is huge. My 2001 that I had the 6-speed in it, and it wasn't like that at all. Oh, one more thing about the recovery that I'm not allowed to tell you anything about, because I just love playing with fire. Actually, out there in that wilderness, that's where it crash landed, out in that. Said government item originated on the West Coast and was intended to fly at incredibly high altitude all the way across to the East Coast, and then it crashed out here. I never said which government, and it was at a time when the news was full of people very concerned about things flying high in the sky over our country, and eventually one or two were shot down by our government over on the East Coast. This one, I don't believe, this one wasn't shot down, I don't believe, it just crashed. Either way. Yeah, one of the coolest things I ever got to recover, and unfortunately, I couldn't show it to you. Okay, so we've turned off on a dirt road that goes down the canyon, and I've actually got a Toyota Tacoma out the very bottom of this road before. Believe it or not, it was for a no start, no crank, no start. And believe it or not, what had happened is turning around, they had backed into a tree and busted out a taillight. And then they had gone and parked and shut the truck off, and the truck wouldn't start back up, because in this newer generation of Toyota Tacomas, if the brake lights do not work, the truck does not start, because that whole brake light circuit is how it knows that your foot is on the brake pedal in order to allow it to start, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. So someone was stranded way out here in the wilderness because their taillights are out. This is incredibly dumb. But yeah, if your Toyota Tacoma doesn't start, check your taillights. And here they are. Oh yeah, I see they're concerned. Yeah, that's real close to going bad. How you doing?
Not better. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Fun little morning.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Every time I moved, it would just slip more and more, so I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, that would end very badly, real quick.
Get the truck off. So I'm like, yeah, I better not gamble.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I've been digging a lot, so.
I see that. So.
There's been melting. I don't know if I'm hooking this or. Yeah,
No, we'll leave this hooked up.
Okay.
Be nice. There's a big tree right here. There's that one back there.
That one.
Yeah. Problem is, be grabbing that thing so freaking high. There's something over here we could use, maybe.
So you were trying to go to the front of the truck?
Well, I'm gonna want to get a line onto the back of it, because
that way.
that back end is what's so close to losing it right now.
It seems like it's been. It seems like it's more now than when I stopped trying.
Like
Because it's so soft.
it's
you
just, yeah. And that is so close to a full throttle forward to make it before it went off.
I was like, if I wouldn't have a trailer, I probably would have tried, but I should have just backed up. I thought, like, no. I got buddies down there camping right now.
So they've made it down?
No, I should have went the first road.
Oh, they went down the last one.
This one's smoother, but there's more.
Not today.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to come back up?
Either way, I think if I get past there, there's no crazy corners like this.
So if we go forward, you're good the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Well,
or it's whatever's easiest for you.
That's what I'm wondering is, there's those trees there we can get to, but they're going to pull forward on you, which whether we pull that forward and up or backward and up doesn't matter.
Right.
Problem is, I just don't see how we'd get rigging high enough in that tree to come over the top of this. It'd be 20 feet up. Let me look up here. Come up with a plan. I don't know if that angle will actually work out that great or not for that.
For the back wheel, you're thinking?
Yeah, because I got that ring right there. And I could grab your back wheel. This thing is like, it needs to go a few inches and we're fine.
Get on this stuff that I shoveled.
Yeah, if it goes a few inches in any direction other than that one,
Yeah.
This is fine, done. It needs so little.
As I was shoveling, I'm like, God, I could probably, but I don't know.
It needs so little, but it's so close to being like an absolute disaster. So I'm almost wondering if I snatch block and grab your back end here to pull up this way, and then run this other one up to that tree and back down, just so that your front end can't slide that way either. Or just go to that tree in your back wheel and go forward with it.
Just go forward until I hit the bank and then turn a little bit.
Because you shoveled out all up there, and if it's good to go forward. Because if I snatch block off that tree, we've got such a long, to your back wheel, such a long pendulum that I could pull up and put some pressure. I don't even think I have to pull you over, just put some pressure on it so it can't go down. Yeah. You drive forward and my line will just swing with you. You could get all the way up there before I have to let you go or even let out on the line. So maybe let's use this side to go all the way up to that tree and back. And then if it's no good, we have this one free to run over and be like a backup plan.
Yeah, there's like 5 more of us coming up. I said, don't take the high road.
Yeah.
When I keep the camp and I'm not there, come back and get me.
Oh no, after all this shoveling you did, they probably make it right through. You're the only one screwed. Okay, we're gonna take our upper line. I'm just gonna go through here, I'll hike up and get it. I'm just gonna go through these trees so that the rope goes up between them when we tighten it, and then run that back down to the side there. And put a rim sling in it, which you got plenty big holes on that rim. And then we start pulling. I should have it. I don't know what kind of animal trail this is I'm on, but it's helpful. There's some poop. It's like big deer or small elk. All right, that should be good for now. Stay. To the center. And then Saved it. One more soft shackle. There we go. And then that would clear. Where's your rotor? Oh yeah, it's got plenty of room to clear the rotor. Okay. Are you in 4 low?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, once you hop in, I'm gonna get fired up and we'll just put some tension on it, tighten it up, and just get in, put your foot on the brake.
Sure.
Once you do that, I'm gonna pull that rock out from this side of the trailer over here. Because it's on that side you pull forward, it's gonna wanna try to kick that way. Okay, go ahead and start it and hold your foot on the brake. Here, I'm just gonna ease a little tension. Watch that tree. Okay, turn your wheel to the driver's side. Right there. Okay, put it in drive and ease forward. Hold your wheel right where it is. Okay, turn more driver. Okay, turn passenger. Okay, now look out your window and try to follow that path that you shoveled and ease forward. Go ahead. Now I'm going to let that swing. Pull him over a little more. Go ahead. There we go. Now I'm going to let him out. Okay, good. Now we're going to slack all this down. And we're going to go unhook. You're out.
Nice.
Like I said, it didn't need much, but as muddy and soft as this was, and your other tire was sitting on top of that slush, you were just right there from gone.
It would have been a gamble if I would have tried it.
That was one where like you might have like, it would have been an all or nothing.
Exactly.
Get it point where you're going to flat foot it and hope it goes forward before it goes over. It would have either like worked or been a catastrophe.
Awesome
Okay,
yeah.
let's pull all this rigging down and we're done. So this is a sling I kind of talked about with Alan and made up last time I was out there and we were riding the side-by-side through town to dinner. These are the safety slings, and we just put the HD guards, or the soft shackle guards, protector you want to call them, on the safety sling, so it could wrap around a leaf spring, a sharp edge, anything, and then have a double leg sling or basketed sling to pull with. And then this one's got chafe sleeves on each leg of it as well. This should be a very, very handy piece of gear. Okay, gear's put away.
Yeah, thank you. Are you sure I can't pay you?
Nope, don't worry about it. You're all good.
I'll give somebody else a
Yeah.
hand sometime.
Yeah, pay it forward. That's all.
Yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yep, so you're all good the rest of the way down?
Yeah.
And then
It's
you can come
straight,
out the other road?
Out the other one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, hey, thanks a lot.
Yep, no problem. You have a good one. That was also the first pull with the new Yankum winch lines. You see right here, we go into the soft end so it can pass through those rings. But you know, like I said, sometimes you just hook a chain through here, something like that, then you'll do stuff that's hard on the ropes that you're not supposed to, but you do it anyway. So up here, this is the end of the actual winch line, and we cow hitch into this end that is now replaceable. So if this end, which is the sacrificial part, gets torn up or hurt, or we do something stupid and mess it up that we knew we weren't supposed to do in the first place, we can pull that cow hitch apart right there. Even got a nice little loop to pull on to get it apart. You just replace that little end section, and then your line's like brand new again. And yes, I did point out to Alan that doing stuff like this, as well as those dip dies and those guarded sleeves like on the slings, is just making it so he's going to sell less gear, because it's making it so his gear doesn't need to be replaced as often. And he said he'd rather have better gear than sell more gear, so that's cool. All right, he's got one more snowdrift to go right here. Watch it just slide so sideways right there. He's good. From here, the road goes back around the other side where it's wide open to the sun and there's no snow, just like what we came down up here. It's just in this little hole right here. And then he's to the campsite, and there's a lower road that goes down to the campsite as well that everybody else went down and made it no problem. So all good. Let's see if we can work our way out of here. Man, it is nice up here. Oh, one more thing about that recovery that they told me I can't tell you anything about. They told me, like, this is all very strict crap they were telling me. They told me I could not tell you what I recovered. But I didn't recover a balloon, a giant, huge space balloon. We were, let me look in the camera and see, there's that ridge. I believe there's that one right there. I believe we were over that one and up into that little draw in that ridge right there, I think is where we were. And we hiked there from like way over here, I believe. But yeah, I didn't recover a balloon. That's fact. That's a true story. I recovered the thing that the balloon carries that holds all the data, but I didn't tell you what it is yet. So I think technicality wise, I'm not going to get sniped out yet. Yeah. Man, I love screwing with the government. Huh. Well, either way, it was nice knowing you.